Have you ever tried PoE? Do you remember how PoE felt the first time you played it? Whether it was overwhelming for you, how confusing it was, or maybe like the first like act or two you're going through, you just felt like you were being bent over, and while you're getting fucked, you're just like, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. The skill tree is insane. Whatever. And the next thing you know, you have like 500 plus hours in the game, and you spent like 300, 400 plus dollars on microtransactions. Anyways, welcome. You're probably new here. My name is Corey. I'm a wannabe content creator. I'm bald, and I'm just here to have fun and make stupid shit. Looking back, I'm glad that I somehow got past that initial stage of, whatever the fuck that was. Sitting here today, you're like, damn, this is the most addicting game I've ever played in my life. The first league experience. For me, I made it to like act 2 or 3 at most, at best. I didn't look up any guides. I was going into it. I wanted to like figure stuff out myself. Some people can do it. I wasn't one of them. And I didn't last that long. I was like, this game isn't for me. It's too much. All the things I've heard about this being like hardcore for hardcore gamers, fuck it, I'm out. I'm gonna stick to D3. If I'm gonna play an RPG, I'll just go back to Diablo 3. And then I saw the announcement for, I think it was 3.26, whatever Settlers was. It was basically the first league I fully played. I remember watching videos on YouTube and seeing, more build stuff, all the cool things you can do. I mean, I heard like things like fucking Legion, bossing. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but you know what? I'm gonna give it another shot. So I ended up finding a build that basically held my hand through the whole entire process. And that was the only way I knew that I was going to play this game. If I had to have somebody help me. And I think it was Zizarin, which thank God for all of his videos. Like, God bless that man. And how he's basically like an whatever. He has a lot of information about PoE that really helps beginners and intermediate players, I think. So I followed a guide step by step. The campaign felt so much better. I wasn't getting fucked, as much at least. I still didn't understand what the skill tree was, but I understood like, okay, these nodes do this. I have no idea how they come up with this path, but I understand what those things did. I understood how important links and sockets were, and I was feeling overwhelmed still, but there was this like fog in my brain that started clearing up, and it felt so damn good. Now I'm going through the campaign. I finished the campaign. I'm feeling less overwhelmed. I feel good. I'm like, I'm gonna finally experience what everybody loves about this game. And then you get there, and then you see it's another fucking massive skill tree, basically. It's the Atlas tree. And I'm sitting there like, what? What is this? I thought there was only one. Now I have to worry about 2? Like, what am I looking at? Which, in all honesty, the Atlas tree is actually not that bad to learn. It's actually pretty easy. Actually, after my first season going through it, it's not that bad. Skill tree, I still have problems with to this day. Atlas tree, I just do my own thing now. I'm seeing that, and I'm just like, what is this? So thankfully, Zizarin or whoever it was, other people had videos explaining what it was, and I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about that much right now. I'll add to it as I go when I'm doing these maps. I'm just getting the maps, enjoy it. So I'm going through it. I'm enjoying maps. I figure out how to trade. I do some trading. I get to, tier 16 maps. And it's time for me to mess with whatever the fuck these void stones are. So I get and fight Maven for the first time. I'm amazed, but I also waste all 6 of my portals. Because I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking look up a video on how to do this shit. I don't want to do that. I want to learn the mechanics for myself. Shit, I don't even think I made it to the second phase. My first time ever. And I started getting pissed because I was like, oh, now I feel like I have to learn these things. Long story short, I get all 4 Witchstones. Now, I definitely had help from random strangers in the game from general chat. By the way, there's a lot of great people out there in general chat or in PoE community in general that will help you unconditionally. There's some good people out there. I get all 4 voice stones, and I'm like, it's time for me to look at endgame mechanics. Now I'm looking at all this shit. I'm like, what is Blight? What is Abyss? What's Betrayal? What is this, all this stuff? Like, there's so many different things, and I'm just like, these are all different ways I can farm for currency? I'm just blown away at this point. I'm still overwhelmed, kind of freaking out a little bit, but I'm like blown away. So I'm just like, I don't want to do anything too complex. So I found out Legion's pretty easy to understand. I do Legion. I love Legion. Legion is my favorite thing in the game still. I make builds that suck with Legion, and I still do it because that's how much I love Legion. But I get into it, and I'm just sitting there. I'm not making any money, right? I'm going slow, but I'm just like, what is this? This existed in a season, and they kept it in the game? Like, what the fuck? I'm sitting there like amazed, having the time of my life. I mean, this game's ruining me and my expectations with other games at this point. I still play Diablo and stuff to this day and enjoy it, but I pretty much stick to Path of Exile now. So I'm just falling in love with this game. So I think I make like a couple 10 div. I have my fun. The league gets extended. I think I play again, pretty much the same length. And then Mercenaries comes out. I said, fuck it. I'm following a big dick guide. I see a cool video. I think it was that snaking, whatever, build from Bubgun. That's when I figured out what the Bubgun tax was. I don't regret playing that build, but I understood what that was. I don't think I'm ever going to do it again. And I get through 4 Void Stones. I made 200 plus divs that league. I put in hundreds of hours, and I'm loving it. I'm falling in love with this game, and there's no other game that can compete with my time. I'm having so much fun. I don't even know how to make builds. I still don't understand the skill tree at this point, but fuck, do I love this damn game. Then PoE 2 comes out. I love PoE 2 just as much. It has its quirks, but I love that game just as much. And that game's like, if I had to tell somebody that's new, I would tell them to play both, but if they don't have time, I think PoE 2 is the better one. That's for a different video. The thing that gets, I think, people hooked, especially me, is that every season, it feels refreshing, new to me, or new enough where I don't feel like I just did this. I can do another mechanic if I wanted to. 9 times out of 10, I don't, because I love Legion so much. And it's just, there's so many things to chase if you wanted to. Like, I don't do the challenges. I really don't accomplish like 100% of stuff. But like, damn, it is a fun time, and it's more fun than I ever played in any game like that, any ARPG I ever had. And man, I just wanted to, like, this is my first video I'm making for my content creation channel, and I mean, this game has made me want to make content, and try to do it in a different way than maybe other PoE players do. I've done a lot of stuff because because of this game. I've never tried to make a build in any game before. Different video, trying to do it now, and I'm having a blast. Being able to do things I wanted to do. Thankfully, not getting. I had FOMO once, but I got through that, and I just do things I love to do. I love doing builds that maybe aren't the best, but I love the feel of the build. And if you're a new player, or if you're somebody looking to get into the game, I highly recommend trying it out. Find a guide, find something that will give you, a helping hand every step of the way, and learn, get through your first league, and have fun. Because it doesn't matter if you're a casual, in my opinion, or not. You don't have to be a hardcore player to really, really enjoy PoE. Now, if you're casual, like you can only play like 1 or 2 hours a week, you probably won't enjoy it. But if you have a little more time in your hands, I recommend you get through, because damn, it's one of the best games you can play in the genre, if not the best game out there to play.